Cybernation Uncensored.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between. I hope all of you are doing well. We are back with Fallout Asia. We are playing Fallout 2D20 here on Cybernation Uncensored. And I have my full crew back here with me today. Johnny Drop has returned from the wonderful wedding in California. And as you guys can see in our center portrait, I'm currently on the prowl looking for a new player. Now, things have been going very crazy for me in regards to my job because we have a huge COVID outbreak here in Taiwan, and it is worse than it was in 2021 or 2020. It's real bad. So I'm a little behind on getting that slot filled. But I am on the lookout. I've got a couple of folks in mind, but if you are interested in joining us, you can feel free to message me over on Discord, and I will start jumping through that and seeing who we've got. That being said, I'm going to let my players introduce themselves, and we're going to start off here with Raven. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. I'm also recovering from COVID, so excuse my voice right now. Tonight I'll be playing Camacho, a Merc survivor and paraplegic in a motorized wheelchair. You can catch me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo, and I'm still working on my High Riders campaign, so be on the lookout. They're coming. Thank you.
All right, thank you. John, go for it.
Hey everybody, I'm John. Good to be back this week. I just came down recently with a bit of a cold, so excuse me if I have a stuffy nose. Tonight I'll be playing Minsky, your lovable little nurse handybot. And you can find me over on the Discord at Johnny Drop. You can find me here every Friday, other Sandman3096 in the chat. And you can check out my SoundCloud at Arkson if you'd like.
As our glorious leader wanted to remind Raven, you're also streaming tomorrow with Team Nevermore.
Oh, I was going to mention that in the closings.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Rob, we love you. And yeah, so for John, I actually had a question for you in regards to your music. Before we continue to jump through, are you going to be releasing anything new soon? We've been waiting here with bated breath.
Very soon, very soon.
Okay. I'm trying to be patient. Try. Tracy, go for it.
Tracy, or Steampalm 007, and I'll be playing Shao, and I got my full outfit here, even the knife. So, yep, it should be a good game.
All right, thank you, Tracy.
I think I broke the GM.
Yeah, I'm already tickled pink right now. Thank God for filters.
Pete, not you.
And Violent Neon, go for it.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hey, everyone. I am Violent Neon. You can find me here every Friday as Murphy, a wanderer who has no idea where he is or what's going on. And when I'm not here, you can find me on Cybernation Uncensored's Discord as Violent Neon, who also doesn't know where he is or what's going on most of the time.
Right. So, folks, we've got our wonderful cast here. I'm going to switch our nameplates on over to the players' names themselves. We have Camacho, Minsky, Shao, and Murphy. And to continue on from previously, Shao is putting in entries just like Jianyu was. And so I'm going to let Shao share the entry from yesterday, last week's session. So go ahead and start us off with that.
Dear Diary, I got a for really friend. Murphy gave me a present. Best day ever. Even bester than my birthday 6 when we get to learn to shoot freedom-hating commies. I needed new friends, and them's needed me help. Them's going to Shuli, and I being there not many days before. Persons in Shuli say gross slime are from commies. I don't know why them's hate us, and ours freedom, and ours money, but them's commies do. Us started walking to Shuli, and Camacho go real fast with her new power chair. It were super hot, and I looked in at the leaves changing. It get cold soon. Murphy see me not keeping up, and him thinks I be hot. Murphy give me a big sign to make shade. I curious. Maybe the sign fly like a frisbee. We find it a shrine that have shade, so we get cool. But I got bored. I see a fishy tank with big sawteeth eels. Smash! I think I throw knives at them. It'd be fun. Then the eels flippy floppy at me, and one biting my leg real bad. So we killed them dead. Now we got to try some eel for dinner. Today we're a good day, diarrhea. I broke Zach.
Give me a second. I need to collect myself.
I broke him.
I am literally crying right now. Oh my god, hold on. I'm doing my best to hold back laughter so badly. Holy mother of God. Okay. Well, needless to say, I did mention it earlier. If we were running through IP, I would give you all of the IP right now, Tracy. Thank you. But yeah, for our previous session, we ran it across the fields and into the warehouse. We were able to get some stuff rigged up. The players exited out, started their way south towards Shuili, and they ran across this little temple that had the most nightmarish creature imaginable. I'm never going to look at those pictures again because that was absolutely horrifying. They went in, they smashed it, and Minsky and I believe it was Camacho were both just like, we're gonna let her handle this. And Murphy was just like, I'm gonna gather stuff, and we almost lost Shuili to these fucking lamprey eel things that were in a fish tank. That was a very interesting session. We also got to test out a little bit of our on-the-fly GMing for like creation, which was very fun. So right now I'm going to start up our Sirenscape, an amazing sponsor here for Cybernation Uncensored. You guys should be able to hear it now. A little bit of our background sound. I also want to give a big shout out right now to Rob, who has continued to traverse through and travel through all of the stupid bullshit that's been going on online and coming out like a goddamn champ. So Rob, my hat's off to you. You are keeping it together like a boss. So keep it up, dude. You're awesome. So there's my love to you, man. That being said, we've got our situation now resolved. There are no more lamprey eels. They have been killed. We found a little bit of food out in our in our surroundings, thanks to Murphy. And we now have our player back for our nurse handy bot. They patched up Xiao's leg, if I recall, at the end of the session, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I can barely look over at your portrait without giggling right now, so I'm trying to do my best to stay focused.
The outfit's good. Gee, you like the armor?
I love the armor, I love the cat ears, every part of that it's just the amazing amount of ridiculousness that would fit perfectly in the Fallout Wasteland, so yes.
My wife's like, what the hell did you get? And I'm like, it'd be great zombie armor. You know, you got nice, arm guards there. she's like, oh, yeah.
Just go full Train to Busan. Just cover yourself in duct tape. That's what we're gonna be doing. I got rolls of duct tape for days. So we've got our players dealing with these lampreys. They are dead. We have since had our players patch up Shao after she had gotten bitten. When it comes to the system itself, give me 1 second because I need to roll for our changing weather, as the lot of you are there.
You said blood rain happened.
Oh, that was it. Yes. So it was blood rain. Thank you for reminding me. You could have gotten a sunny haze, but you were at least being honest. So yes, it is blood rain while they are standing there under the shelter. You guys have a couple of hours. What would you all like to do during this time?
So, I don't think I've seen this before. What's going on?
Yeah. It's blood rain. You don't get that? Where are you from?
I'm from New Vegas. I'm from Nevada.
Where is that? North?
America?
Yeah, it's normal. Don't go in it.
Oh, what happened?
You might come out looking like me, but not as pretty.
Oh. Yeah, let's not go in it.
A reminder to our audience, by the way, if you check out the links for the perchance generators, the blood rain in Fallout is a persistent poison damage. It is, for them, it's 1 plus an effect for persistent poison damage. So 1 damage and then 1 poison every single round until they succeed in a DB2 intelligence medicine check. So yeah, it is it's pretty dangerous stuff to be walking around in.
That's your bot.
I think we should maybe try to cook one of those eels and let the weather pass by.
Make a soup. I got some rice.
Yeah?
Got a couple
Guys,
potatoes or something.
do you guys have any scrap?
No, because the scrap that I had given to Jian Yu before he blew it up.
It's all baked. Right?
No scrap, just junk.
At Minsky?
Yeah, no scrap.
Okay. Well, what we can do is, if we want to use junk, you can spend some time to scrap the junk and then create yourself a makeshift cooking station. That would be absolutely fine. It would only take about 10 minutes.
Now, we don't actually have any tools anymore. I think both of our multi-tools and our nice toolkit all got vaporized.
Man, I wonder what crazy, insane stunt was being pulled to cause that. My God.
So we're back to square one.
I don't know what fool would do that.
Yeah, shooting an unknown explosive. That would be an
A
insane...
madman, I tell you, a
A
madman.
madman.
I mean, what could go wrong?
What
I mean-
could go wrong? Everything.
Considering that death was about to eat him otherwise, I mean...
Yeah, but
can't
Death
fault
wasn't
him.
about to eat Camacho's legs. That's the
Wasn't it, though?
I'll still
I mean-
get me in the next life.
Camacho could have always got, like, run away like everybody else instead of staying on the road.
Alright, so who has junk? Who's got junk?
I've got 2 junk.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a survival intelligence.
And I support.
That would be fine.
Is that also a survival intelligence for me?
Yep, that'll be. It's just a
One die.
DV1. So yeah, your support will be much needed. We do not have any +2s in chat yet.
But for supporting,
I'll
it's only
reroll.
one die, or
Yeah, it's just one die.
okay.
I'll use 2
Ew.
luck and reroll.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey.
All right. So Murphy, not much help, but Camacho sitting there, was like, oh, wait, hold on, no, that's stupid, and begins successfully scrapping it. So you are able to get out of that. Do you have any scrapper perks or no?
No, I do not.
All right. So for scrapping what you've got, you are able to get. Let's see, because that's a critical success. Do you want a positive or do you want an AP?
Positive.
Okay. You are able to successfully get 2 scrap or 2 junk. Sorry, 2 scrap. My brain. 2 uncommon material scrap out of that 1 junk.
Okay.
And that is enough to make a cooking station. So anybody who wants to make the roll for it, it's going to be a survival intelligence again to put together the cooking station. Anybody want to lead it?
Do we have any negative 2s?
Nope. Not yet.
I'll try to help again.
Okay.
Oh, stick hole.
And I'm gonna dump my last my last 2 luck.
Okay. Alright, there we go. So we've got our success. You were able to successfully make a cooking station. So we now have a cooking station there. And you're able to cook up your food. You're able to directly cook it. You're able to put stuff together. You can also use this as a chance to filter any water if you don't want to go through Minsky's semi-urination process. It's whatever you guys want to do.
Oh, we like drinking Minsky's urine.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Is blood rain drinkable?
Blood rain would 100% not be drinkable.
That's what I thought.
So you guys are able to do what you would like. What would you like to do?
I will. Let's cook the lamprey. I'll add 1 mutt fruit. And if anybody else wants to add anything to maybe try to flavor this up a little bit, and then we can cook it together and make enough food for all of us. So that we can have a decent meal and then maybe try to take a nap.
I could toss in a Tado. I feel like
Okay.
nut fruit and Tado would go together.
Yeah. I think that would go well with lamprey.
Sweet, nasty lamprey stuff.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I could
I've
throw a
got
couple
some
mentats
salt.
in there.
A couple of mentats? Get
I've got some
super high.
Philippines.
Okay. Well, for this, what I'm actually going to do, because what we had discussed in the past was like, oh, let's make like a recipe guide and let's do X, Y, and Z. I started writing a like cookbook guide thing, and I realized how insanely complex it gets and how complex it gets super quickly. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to type this out into our Discord, and then I'm going to save it into my homebrew rules. For this, what I'm going to have us do is that to cook a meal, the first thing that we need, of course, is one, we have to have a stove or a cooking station. The second thing is that you need you need your food itself. So if you are grilling, so if it's just meat, so one portion equals 1 hunger level. Number 3 is if you want to make some kind of like soup or a hot pot. Requires 1 filtered water or 2 dirty water. And then the other addition would be plus your ingredients. And then per ingredient is per person. Right, so I'm adding that in. That's on our Discord chat now. So we've got our cooking station. If you guys put all this stuff together, let's say you have 1 purified water, you throw in a tado, you throw in the lamprey, and you throw in the mut fruit, and you throw in the silt bean. Okay, you've got 5 different pieces there. The water would count for your hydration, and then each of you would be able to reduce your hunger level by 1.
Sadly, I think I'm the only person that'll affect because everybody else is at full.
I'm just letting you guys know for future reference.
Yeah.
I figured this.
I hate to be the guy who's going to say it, but like we probably went down some hunger levels traveling over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
with
all
the heat
be
and the
right
exhaustion.
now at least sated, if not peckish.
Okay.
So if we
and
go through
for thirst,
this,
maybe go down 1 level.
Yes. But if you guys add in 1 purified water or 2 dirty water, you would be able to turn this into a stew or a hot pot, and it would give you 1 hydration level.
Does anybody want to throw in a water?
I guess I can throw in my water.
How many do you have?
Water?
I have 1.
I have an extra. I have 1 that I can.
Okay.
I can throw in.
Let's Camacho throw in.
Alright. So we're going to put in the lamprey. I'm going to toss in a tado. And then you put in the water. And what do you...
Mut fruit.
Island? Mut fruit. Alright, yeah, so we have 3 pieces of food. Plus some a purified water.
Yep.
There we go. So I just edited our entry up a little bit. So the soup or the hot pot, it would have a -1 for your hydration level, then -1 hunger level per ingredient. So you have 3 people eating it, so it's 3 people, each of you would go down by 1. If you have 4 ingredients, then somebody can be extra greedy and get 2 hunger levels filled. And Minsky can sit there quietly giggling while the rest of you meatbags are focusing on food. Or maybe Minsky could sing a jaunty tune for us.
Oh, would you?
Would you
Minsky's
time of day?
Minsky's mouth is full. He's miming along with them as they eat their soup.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Alright, so, well, with doing the scrapping and dealing with the cooking and then dealing with the eating, it is now about 5 p.m. So the sun is starting to no longer show through these blood-red clouds, but the rain continues.
Is there enough room to rack out?
Is there enough room to what?
Is there enough room to rack out?
You could use this space here to use a makeshift shelter if you would like. This is also in our homebrew. If you folks do not have a copy of the homebrew supplement for Fallout Asia, you can find it over on cybernationuncensored.com. It is under equipment, and for this, if you have a sleeping roll, that's perfectly fine, but it will not protect you from the elements. If you want to make a makeshift lean-to, it is a survival plus intelligence DV1.
So if I have the average sleeping roll, would I be able to use that for the lean-to and then collect it so that I still had it after? Or would that use it?
No, your sleeping roll is permanent unless it's damaged. The makeshift lean-to is for one night use.
Okay.
It lasts for 12 hours, and it requires 2 common materials, which you guys could find in the area or you can scrap for.
Well, we have 2 scrap now because of the. Okay. If you guys are up for that, I'll try to help build that.
Well, we used 2 uncommon to make the cooking station.
Oh.
Yep, so do you guys have any other scrap or junk?
I could go forage for something.
Ooh. Yeah, because the water
could.
won't hurt. The rain won't hurt you, Minsky. Will it hurt you?
He just goes out into the rain.
So you feel yourself become extremely sticky, and it's very much so bogged down in your movement, but you are not negatively impacted health-wise.
Would you be so kind?
Yeah, I'll try to stay close by, though. It's
Yeah, please don't. Please stay close by.
All right.
We appreciate you.
Go ahead and roll me survival perception. I know your best skill, right?
It's gotten a little better.
Okay. Good. And you're specifically looking for junk.
Yep.
So it'll be a DV1.
All right. I'll take a -2 from chat.
We do have -2. My goodness, Stinkball. How kind of you. What a random stranger would kindly do this. So yeah, that is a 6, and we'll do the -2 to your 19, so that we don't have anything scary going on there. All right, so that is a success. Let me roll to see how many scrap you find. You successfully find 1 scrap, and then all you need to do, or sorry, 1 junk. All you need to do is bring it back and have somebody scrap it.
All right, I slowly putter my way back over to the shelter.
So yeah, underneath this little awning, you see Minsky dragging this stuff back up, just dripping this thick red sticky rain. And you all can try to scrap it. If somebody would like to lead that, intelligence survival.
I have no more luck left.
I'll give it a shot if somebody wants to support me.
Sure.
Sorry. Oh my God. I've been asking for the wrong thing. It's intelligence plus repair.
Oh.
Ah.
Oops. Each success is 1 common material. So intelligence plus repair.
I'll roll it. I'm going to spend. I think it would be a good idea to make this lean-to and crash out tonight. I'm going to use my last point of luck to roll luck instead of intelligence.
Okay.
And then you said it's repair.
Yep.
So support will definitely be good. And may I take a -2?
Yep.
Okay. I want to ask for that before I roll it. And Number of dice is 2. And may I take a action point to make this 3 dice?
Yep.
Yeah. It's not a tag skill, though I wish it was. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Wow.
Alright.
Need
1,
support.
2, 3, 4, 5. So it turns out that whatever the hell Minsky had dragged over, it must have been like part of a car, and Minsky had not even realized it was part of a car because it was covered in this gross red shit. You're able to get the top panel off and find a bunch of usable materials on the inside, and you have 5 usable common material now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um,
The makeshift shelter only requires 2.
cool. I'm gonna take the other 3, and Minsky, I know that you felt slighted before. Would you like these 3 items to hold on to, and we can maybe make stuff with them before? But I figure I want to be sharing. And do you want them?
Are they made of metal?
Oh god. Yes.
Yeah, they just fly out of his hands. Just smack you straight in the chest.
Planet Buster. Do you know what? I love that. Yes.
What the hell, man?
He dragged over a refrigerator and didn't even realize it. I love that. Yes. And it's a first time chat, so welcome into
Welcome.
Cyber Nation Uncensored. I love that. Yeah. So you dragged over a refrigerator, and yeah, tink, tink, tink. The three metal components from the fridge just kind of stick to you.
Cool.
Real smooth.
I'm not going to make you roll damage this time like we did for the knives, though, so don't worry about that.
Minsky, do you do that a lot? Because I could still use my knife back.
Just gotta find it.
And then, what is it to build the lean-to? Is it the repair thing again?
So to build a makeshift shelter, it is survival plus intelligence DB1.
Okay. If anybody wants to help me do this, I'm less. Hey, I'm apparently really good at scrounging stuff together, but as far as building,
I could help a little bit with its survival intelligence.
Yep.
that would be great.
I can assist.
Okay.
All right, Murphy failed. We got a 15 and an 11. So Camacho, you wanna give a hand?
Yeah.
Success. Murphy, you're unable to really get this thing built up all that well, but Camacho just comes over, smacks your hand out of the way, and from the wheelchair is able to literally be more capable with her handiness than you are, and successfully wraps the area around with some of this material, and you guys have a lean-to shelter where you can set up your sleeping bags for the night.
Man,
Thank you for
Camacho
being so.
schooled you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being so handy capable.
So yeah, you guys have a makeshift shelter for the night. Minsky, you can totally take a nap if you want, or you could stay up and keep an eye while the rest take their sleep. But
Hold on.
we are
Before I go to sleep,
Yeah.
Minsky, you mentioned if we weren't feeling well, you could maybe help us feel better overnight.
That's correct.
I would definitely appreciate that. See if I can get rid of the sludge lung.
Yeah, sure. Let me just shake off this brain before I come in the lean-to.
Appreciate it.
And Minsky can only help one person in a given night, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. So if you get people cleared up of illness, I'll need to get my leg fixed. Because I took a crit.
Get in line.
Get in line. Yeah, I know the line's pretty long.
But the difference is Xiao still has her legs, even though they're damaged.
Yeah, but I don't have a badass chair.
True.
And I mean, clearly Camacho's schooling you without legs. Like,
I mean, again,
she's just badass.
she's very handy capable.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for Minsky. Minsky, why are you listed as thirsty?
That's a good question.
He's a thirst trap.
I guess.
It's his thunder thrusters.
Who is? Oh my God! This was our this was Logar. Logar had jelly fingers, swamp gas, multiple durations, farting and slipping on everything. Yeah, we Murphy, you've got sludge lung, and yeah, Xiao's got the critical injury on the leg. Yeah, so yeah, you can choose whoever you want to look over for the night, monitor, and you're able to give them an extra success.
I mean, I'll be fine. Let's deal with them.
All right, yeah, I'll help Murphy first.
All right.
Appreciate it.
So the is that it for you guys for the evening?
Yes.
Did you say that the blood rain turned to normal rain?
Nope.
Or was I just being crazy? I'm being crazy. Well,
It's the makeup.
it is. It scrambles the brain or something.
Yeah. No. That's the cat ears. It messes up all the incoming info. By the way, where the hell did you get a riot helmet?
Amazon. It's where you get everything.
Airsoft.
Yeah, it's an airsoft helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see,
It's got the, oh my lord.
I have a tack light.
I'm such a square. I don't use Amazon, so I'm just sitting here like, I don't even know how I would be able to find something like that, or if it would even be
You know, the
possible.
crap I buy on there, I'm probably going to end up on some, like, FBI list or something. You know? Who's looking up riot gear and tactical lights and, like...
Out of yours.
You're gonna get called in
Here.
for the latest January 6th investigation committee. I think that's what we should all be expecting. So
Well, yeah, I mean, of course.
I'll see you
Antifa
prime
did.
time live on Monday. So you guys are gonna spend the evening, and Minsky, you're gonna be looking over Murphy. So Murphy, what I need you to do is please give me a survival endurance check. You only have one illness, so it's going to be a DB1. And
Okay.
Minsky is able to assist you with that.
May I use one more of the AP?
Sure. Don't ask me, SM.
That's what I was putting that
Okay.
out there
Yeah.
for. Oh wow.
3 failures. So
Yep.
Minsky, it looks like it's important that you're looking over him. So let's take a look at this. Rest. Where is it? When you sleep, if you have any injuries, treated or otherwise, make an endurance survival test. Blah, blah. Medical attention. There we go. For injuries, each day of rest and medical attention the patient receives allows to assist in their endurance survival. Okay. So go ahead and roll me intelligence medicine. Minsky.
Alrighty.
And if you have one success, then it is a success for Murphy. You have
Yeah,
a
go ahead and
critical
use a luck.
success and a critical failure.
Yeah, just gonna spend a luck.
Okay. I'm just hoping for another critical failure so I can giggle. Damn it! Alright, 18. Close. Ah, so close. So you've got a critical success here. Do you want an AP or do you want a positive?
Let's go for a positive.
All right. So for the positive, after spending the night watching over Murphy, you're able to continuously pat him on the back, and instead of reducing it by a duration of 1, you reduce it by a duration of 2. Okay, so you're able to get Murphy down to only one duration left, no longer at 3. So your assistance is wonderful for you. Go ahead. What?
I need to roll for my leg.
Go ahead. Survival endurance. Success.
1 success.
Yep, you are good.
All right.
Yeah, for the critical injuries, when it comes to this, complication range of the test is +1 for each injury, but you only have 1. And so because of that, it should be healed.
That's my thought. Because I only need 1 success for 1 injury.
Yep. Double checking on here really quick. Okay, yeah, you're good. You're solid. So yeah,
All right, cool.
Your leg seems to be fine after getting patched up by Camacho and Minsky from earlier and sleeping a nice full sleep. Now, the next day is rolling in, so let me roll. What is our new weather for the morning? Oh, that's absolutely disgusting. Alright, so by the time that the lot of you have woken up, the day has gone from being a pouring, disgusting blood rain to now there is, again, another light ash fall. There seems to be ash coming down from the sky, sticking to literally everything that was wet. So now everything is tinged with this dark red and light gray ash. Everywhere that you are seeing. And it is now morning of, let's see, what is our date? It's now the morning of Sunday, October 28th.
But it's traversable.
It is traversable, yes.
How much health do we regain from sleep?
Full.
Okay.
And
Except
you get
your
your
legs.
luck back.
Yep.
But not your legs.
We can probably make ice pick prosthetics by then.
Raven, I 100% give you permission to go across country and give Violent Neon a nice little smack. You got your health back, but not your legs.
I mean, it's true though.
Alright, so with our light ashfall, let's
Camacho,
see on
when he goes to
here.
sleep next, we can take his legs.
Oh my god! And then attach them on your own.
And stitch them onto mine.
Yeah.
That doesn't
That's
mean
how
they'll
it works,
work.
isn't it?
No.
I mean, if Minsky's giving a hand, it might be successful.
Are we all down hunger and thirst again?
I'm going to say no because you guys ate right before you went to sleep.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are feeling pretty solid. Your sludge lung is mostly gone. There's only light coughs now. When it comes to Shao, your leg is feeling a lot better. It looks like all that's really left is just some scabbing. And for Camacho, you feel better, but your legs did not grow back. I'm sorry. Somebody had actually messaged me in DMing before, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Somebody said, oh, maybe we should just throw Camacho into a pool of radioactive water and she'll grow her legs back. And I'm like, I don't think that is a good idea because that would probably, A, ghoulify her, or B, just kill her.
But if you ghoulified her, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, and she might grow her legs back.
Let's not try and turn me into the Toxic Avenger.
But Toxie. And we can find you a tutu and a mop and...
Oh, Lord. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go. Okay. So,
I want to smother you in your sleep, Murphy.
No, please no.
And that's a threat from Camacho, so it's a pretty serious threat as well.
Yeah.
So it is the morning, folks. There is a light ashfall coming down. Literally, it is sticking to everything. As most of you have probably been in a movie theater before, or worked in a kitchen at a service industry restaurant before, you know that feeling when you like step on the ground and like the soles of your shoes kind of like pick back up off it like it's sticky. That's how the ground is feeling right now for everybody except for Minsky. But Minsky, wherever you seem to go, it's blowing the ashes kind of out of the way from underneath your thruster, and it's cooking the still drying blood rain, and it is giving this very horrendous scent. Um,
Oh no.
yeah, this wonderful concoction of chemicals. So it is.
What cruel scientist gave me heightened smell perceptors?
Yeah, what cruel bastard would do that? So yes, this is the morning. You guys are all feeling a little bit better, and Camacho, as your wheelchair is now electrically driven, you probably don't want to touch your wheels with your bare hands because it would be like holding on to the floor of a movie theater and then letting go again, and then holding back on and letting go again. So just
Don't
let
kink
the
shame.
motor do its thing.
Don't kink shame.
If that is a kink, I am terrified of the human being that it has gone into their brain for. Uh, but yeah, it is the next morning. What are we going to do?
Press on. Pack up and press on.
Okay, do
Back up
you?
and I guess head to Shuli.
Yeah, do you guys want to tear down the cooking station or no?
Yeah, take it with us.
Yes, we need to take it with us.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second because that
Um,
requires a check.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
Jian Yu, I just wrote it down as a cooking station on him. Didn't really like. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
I did it wrong.
you're able to keep the materials, but it still requires a DB to like put it together, and then it requires a DB to take it apart.
Ah,
Yeah, just give me 1 second. It should be right in here.
regardless, it might be good to write Murphy. It might be good to put it on your character sheet as like a separate line or something. Keep those around just so we have the cooking station
1, 2,
covered.
3, not it. I'll help tear it down, but somebody else can carry it.
I'll carry it.
All right. So it is a DV1 intelligence repair.
Intelligence repair. I'm willing to give it a try if somebody helps me.
Sure.
Not me.
All right, so Minsky's gonna give you a hand.
It. 2 dice. No tag. Hey. Crap.
All right, Minsky, give your support. We got a 19 and a 15 on there, so
19's a critical, right?
no, because it's only a DV1, not DV2, so you're okay.
Okay.
All right, we got a success with a 10. So Minsky is able to help you wrap up the cooking station. And when it comes to the lean-to shelter, give me 1 second. Let me look at our instructions on here. Do. DV0 to tear down. Intelligence survival.
Cool. So can I just do it?
Yep.
Or do I have to roll?
Nope. You can choose to roll to generate AP, or you can.
Hey, we have low enough that I could actually generate. What's it's survival endurance?
Survival intelligence.
Shit. Okay.
DV0.
I'll still give it a try.
As long as there's no crit failures, you can't fail. I just jinxed you. Dice
You
gods?
say that.
Dice gods?
Number of dice. Skill.
Eh?
Yes.
So it's,
Damn it. Okay, so you're able to successfully tear it down. So you have
Cool.
a lean-to shelter, and you have a cooking station.
so the lean-to wasn't one-time use?
For this, no. I put in on here, it provides a makeshift shelter for one inhabitant. Because you guys were actually building it underneath a structure, I let that fly, but in the future, like
Okay.
if you just try to set it up, it's only for one person. It allows you protection from non-extreme elements. It lasts for 12 hours and requires 2 common materials. It has a survival intelligence DV1 to set up, a DV0 to tear down. If you want to create a larger lean-to shelter, it requires 1 additional common material for each additional sleeping space, and it increases the DV for building and tear down.
All right. So I have my own sleeping bag thing that I was able to find. So, Camacho, do you have your own sleeping space, or do you want to hold on to this and I'll give it to you? I think you could have better use of it if necessary.
Yeah, I can hold on to it.
Okay.
Right. So Australis is recommending either the
FEV.
FEV or Cthulhu tentacles, and so
No, he was
I am-
saying that he was saying that if I was exposed to it, then that's what probably would happen, because I told him if I was exposed to it, I'd probably I changed into a super mutant paraplegic.
that
Yes.
would be
Oh, that'd be even better.
that would be horrible. Oh my
Oh.
god.
I would love the tentacles, like squid body underneath, Camacho on top.
Someone
Maybe climb
irritate
walls.
me. Someone irritate me, and I slap them with a freaking suction cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Tentacle.
Just jump on them.
Fallout version of Ursula.
You guys just gave me a really, really good idea for a new enemy. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no,
great.
never mind.
No.
We're talking about nothing was said. Nothing was said.
Hold on, because I need to copy paste our instructions for food into my my GM notes, and then I need to very quickly make a note for a new enemy.
No.
You're not allowed to bring illithids into this game.
Who says that? They're in Fallout. What was the expansion for Fallout? Was it Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 where they go into the swamp area?
That was
3 has a
Fallout 4.
Swamp Point Lookout. And
Point Lookout,
4
there we go.
has-
That was all Lovecraft inspired wonder.
No
So-
mind flayers.
No, I don't do mind flayers. Mind flayers are too OP. I mean, Gary Gygax was 100% high as shit when he was writing those things. Guarantee it.
I mean, most games are made when people are high.
I will ask Darren Drader about that next week because he is in the middle of his Reign of Discordia 2nd edition, and I want to confirm. All right, cool. So I've written down a new idea for a new possible enemy. So thank you, Australis, and thank you, Camacho, for these wonderful, wonderful ideas.
You
So
evil, you evil person.
I am not an evil person. I am simply taking inspiration from my muses,
From evil people.
my fellow evil
From-
people.
So my PC's pain is your inspiration. Thank you.
Yes.
No king shame.
Not everything is sex.
Says you.
Okay, true. So you guys said press on. So you have two choices right now. You can either turn right and go north, or you can turn left and continue south on the road towards Shui Li. So, what do you guys want to do? I will always
Lies
ask this
north.
question. North is where you came from.
Oh,
Left.
south. Swaley.
All right, so continue on the path towards Shui Li.
Is that to the left?
To the left, to the left.
Okay. Wait,
Step
wouldn't
back.
that be the right?
Step back now, y'all. One hop this time. Two hops this time. Sorry, I still remember the wonderful days of gym class when we had the mandatory dance where we had to learn how to dance to square dancing, and we had to learn the electric slide, and we had to learn all of these weird, useless things.
Where the hell did you go to school?
Chicago.
I don't know. No, my wife had to do that in gym too. I
Yeah.
never did, but
Nor did I.
it's a
Pretty-
thing.
Pretty common in the Midwest.
My elementary through middle school was in Missouri, and then high school was in Florida. Sorry, I
Not
say Missouri, but
Missouri.
people. Yeah, no. People think that that state is pronounced Missouri. They're fucking wrong. That state is miserable.
Duly noted. I have been
I
there
lived there
before.
for 8 years, so
yeah.
I can claim it for truth.
All right. You guys have continued past. Oh, right. We already passed the educational center. You guys went down a little bit further south, and you were at that shrine. All right. So the rest of this passageway, the rest of this road, what you seem to be finding as you guys are going down is that it is empty. It is abandoned. You literally see on both sides of you as you continue going down this road, it is just dead or somewhat growing trees. You don't see movement in the bushes. You don't really hear much to anything from your surroundings. It seems as if you are going down literally some kind of road to hell itself. The surroundings are a very, very dark ashfall around you, but there is nothing living within your proximity as you guys continue making your way down the road. 1 second. Switch this.
I'll start playing with dice.
No, that's too insidious. I don't want to be that insidious. Hold on.
I'll start playing with dice.
Add in some wind. All right. Yeah. So you tried playing with some dice to keep yourself entertained.
And just to like idly flipping and rolling them in my fingers, just to distract.
So yeah, the you guys make some actually very, very solid progress over the course of the next couple of hours. You're able to make it a very, very long way to the point where the distance that you've covered just in the course of these last 2 hours has been more successful than pretty much all of the other time that you had spent. And that's because these roads are winding and they are completely abandoned. You don't even run across cars, you don't run across people, you don't run across animals. And even the surroundings around you, you hear no bugs, you hear no birds, you hear no movement except for the wind. Now, you've gone very, very far into this area now. You are up in the mountains. It is pretty well elevated. What I need all of you to do, please, is give me a survival endurance check, DV1. I'm
Another
actually
reroll.
going to have to say for Minsky, please give me a intelligence survival check, DV1. Reroll. You had used. I thought you used up the last of your. Oh wait, we slept. Right, you slept.
Yes.
Okay, you have refilled your luck. Thank you for reminding me. All right. So Minsky, good, awesome. Camacho and Murphy, both of you have critical successes. Do you want AP or do you want positives?
Positive.
Positive.
All right, I will put both of those together. What the lot of you seem to run across finally after literally hours of just this abandoned road is you see ahead of you what seems to be a broken down and abandoned car. There's a vehicle there. The vehicle's paint has been completely and totally washed off by years of neglect and, of course, environmental impact. It no longer has any of its doors or any of its glass, but the trunk still seems to be closed and sealed.
I want to find out if there's any junk in it.
You want to check out if there's any junk in that trunk?
You're damn right I
What
do.
would we even do with it?
Who cares about what
I'd
you
help
do
you
with
do
the junk
some.
in the trunk?
Yeah.
All that junk inside that trunk.
We'll do whatever we want with all that junk inside that trunk.
Yeah.
Ladies and
We'll
gentlemen.
we'll help flesh out your thunder thrusters.
Capricious. Creepy Mind Flayer award goes to the Mind Flayer in Baldur's Gate. I never played Baldur's Gate. I didn't have anything that could run it. I'm sorry.
He's talking about the third one that hasn't actually come out yet. It's still in early access in Steam.
Yeah, I've never played any of the Baldur's Gates, though. I never had anything.
They're really good. They're really good.
I played Icewind Dale. Does that
There
count?
you go. I mean, it sort of.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So
It's a cookie.
yeah, you head on up. Sorry, I wanna make sure I'm focused on this instead of getting distracted by video games. You walk up to that trunk, hoping that there's junk all up in that trunk, and you attempt
Oh
to
yeah, I'm
open
gonna
it.
play with it.
You're gonna
Tenderly
play with
and
it.
gently.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
As you tenderly and gently make your way to the wonderful handle underneath the trunk, you pull, and that trunk seems to be locked up, not for your touch.
Well, I am going to take out my stiletto and tenderly thrust it into that lock the way that I did it into that lock on that box that I was able to get popped open by thrusting my stiletto into it.
All right. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay.
You jam these stiletto into the trunk's keyhole, and it seems to get stuck into there. It does not pop open.
I'll jimmy it and shake it a little bit and thrust it a little harder.
All right, you can give me a second damage. It seems to go in a little bit further, but the only thing you hear is as this thing attempts to get into this very tight keyhole.
I'm gonna lean down and I'm going to lick the shaft of my stiletto knife and say, "Come on, baby, you know you want it," and try one more time.
I'll let that fly. There you go.
You just needed tender love.
Needed some convincing.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, there you go. I knew you'd like it.
All right, so you successfully lick and lubricate that shaft, and you get that stiletto jammed all the way into that keyhole, and you kick it in there, and poof, and the lock mechanism inside pops out, and the trunk becomes slightly ajar. So what I need you to do, because there were two of you, I would like both of you to roll me 1d10.
Murphy, you should be careful when you're doing that. You could break the tip.
Oh, I'll take care of the tip, all right.
Can't believe you did all of
Wow.
this in front of a child, too.
I'm highly offended.
Wait, Minsky, you
He'll
got a
learn
crit
sometime.
success? Or did you just want to feel included?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. It was for Camacho and Murphy. So Camacho and Murphy, both of you got a 4. So let's see what our 4 is. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you successfully pop that lock open. And as it opens up, you can see that somebody was definitely trying to get to somewhere with something very important to them. You find inside of there 4 cans of dog food and a leash and a collar and nothing else.
I'm not going to kink shame. Yeah, we'll take it.
I'll take two of the cans and the dog leash.
Okay.
And collar.
And the collar.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll take one of the dog. You can have the rest. I'll hold on to one of the dog foods.
All right, so it seems as if somebody was trying to get up into the mountains with their pupper. There is no sign of the owner. There is no sign of the animal.
Is there any peanut butter?
No.
Good. I would be worried.
Can we scrap any bit of this car?
Oh my god! Yeah.
You said it was very important.
I am so disappointed right now. Why would that even go into your mind?
Pop culture?
Camacho.
Pop culture?
No. Camacho, you said you wanted to see if you could scrap anything from the vehicle. Give me an intelligence repair check. DV is going to be a 2 because it is very old and very wrecked.
Can I help?
As long as you don't use any peanut butter.
I won't use. I don't have any peanut butter right now. You said intelligence repair?
Yep. We got success here. Double success from Camacho. You can still give a hand, though.
Yeah. 1 die. No tag. Uh-oh.
Critical failure.
I'm going to reroll that. I will spend a luck and reroll that.
You cut yourself and get tetanus.
No, I don't.
I'm going to spend one of my AP to stop you from rerolling it.
Does that mean I still spend the luck?
No, you can keep your luck. You can keep the luck. I'm just not going to let you reroll it.
I mean, I figure Murphy is so intent on looking for that peanut butter that he gets himself stuck in the car.
I never said I was looking for peanut butter. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any. Yeah.
We turn around and the trunk's closed and he's stuck in it or something.
That's actually that is exactly up the lines of what I was going to ask for. Is so Camacho, as you start trying to pull scrap out of the vehicle, Murphy seems to climb into the trunk because he found dog food, he found the leash, and he found the collar in there. Maybe there was something even better further back into the trunk. So he climbs all the way into the trunk, and it shuts and closes behind him. The latch on the outside is now relocked, and the stiletto that he used falls out of the keyhole slot. So you all now have Murphy trapped in the trunk, and it requires a DB2 lockpick to get him out.
Well, I don't have lockpick.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
I mean, I can lockpick if you want, but
Well, I gave
you
you
know,
my bobby pins.
all right. Like Murphy, you know, it might look like a good place to take a nap, but like those aren't really good for that. It's hard to get back out in the morning.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing this.
Oh, then why would you do it?
Accidents happen.
Should have just taken the tetanus.
Oh,
All
that's a
right.
failure.
Yeah, so you hear some scrambling and you hear the snap of a lockpick from outside of the trunk.
Damn
Murphy, you are still inside of the trunk itself. It is dark and there is no peanut butter for you.
I am going to I'm going to feel around, and where I felt the latch close on the trunk, I'm going to feel on the opposite wall where I would suspect the seats would have been or would be. Do I feel the fabric like it's a soft where it is the back of a seat?
No, this is seeing as these are based off of the old 1950s models. The trunk is
Uh-huh.
literally it's like a steel bucket in the back of the car.
Fuck. Okay. Um, then I'm going to turn back around and I'm going to tenderly run my fingers along the inside of where the lock would have been to see if there's anything that I feel like I could use my stiletto to shimmy it.
Oh, the stiletto is outside. It fell out of the lock and fell onto the ground outside.
Fine. Then I will take out my knuckles and I will start pounding on the lock to see if I could smash it from the inside.
All right, go ahead and roll me damage. All right, so you start smashing against that lock, and from the outside, shout. You can hear crunching of the metal, and it now becomes a DB3 to unlock.
Smashing shit. I pull out my shovel. Whack!
Yeah.
You,
I hit it with my shovel.
all right, go ahead and roll me damage.
And that's vicious. That's like damage.
All right. Okay. So yeah, with the two of you, one person punching from the inside, the other shoveling it from the outside. After a moment, Murphy, you can see the blade of the shovel come in just above where your face is at, and then pull back out, and the sunlight starts coming in as some of the ashes fall into your face. Go ahead and
The
give
shit's
me
right up in there. Like,
give me a survival endurance, please.
I can do that. Well, maybe.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! All right, never mind. I was gonna say you have now developed allergies to ash, but you are okay. So what happens instead is that as Xiao pulls the shovel back out of that locked area, the trunk opens up. So.
Ooh. I immediately climb out. I pick up my stiletto. I look at it and say, "That was a very naughty girl. You're going to be punished later." And I put it back in my pocket.
Right. Now this is where I'm going to ask you to please do me a favor and roll a luck repair check.
Me? Ooh.
Yes. To see how well you managed to save that tip. DV1. If you fail it, you broke the tip.
Fair.
And yes, I am picking on you so hard right now because of that fucking peanut butter. The tip is still intact. You get it back into your pocket, you're all good.
Okay.
But so you guys now have some dog food. You have that leash and the collar. There was no peanut butter. You also have Camacho, who was successfully able to get one common scrap. Or sorry, you had one success or two success for that? Two. Two common scrap from the car. Which would be enough to make another cooking station or another lean-to. So you've got some good scrap on you.
Heyo.
And it is now about 11 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to see what's happening with our weather as you guys continue to press on, and then we're going to take just the tip. Picking on you over his lockpicking attempt, really? Yes, because they like to use all the puns, so I'm punning back. This is what happens when the GM puns back. So I'm going to roll for our weather. Oh my god! Alright, so I'm going to hold on one second. Let me go over to Sirenscape, and I'm going to switch our sound and let the lot of you assume exactly what the hell is going on for this. One moment.
We're probably screwed.
I wouldn't say screwed. There we go. You guys hear the sound changing?
A little bit. Not really.
A little bit.
Is this goddamn blood rain again?
No. In fact, what happens is as you guys continue walking away from the vehicle, as we are almost approaching high noon, what begins pouring down from the sky seems to be not quite blood rain, but a heavy downpour of acid rain. And we are going to go take our bio break. Be back in a few minutes,
lovely.
folks. And our players can try and figure out exactly what to do for this, because a lean-to shelter does not protect players from extreme elements. Be right back, folks.
I'm going to go release some of my acid rain myself.
Oh, you should get that looked at.
Probably should have stayed in that trunk.
Probably.
All right, I'm going to leave our mics on here so you guys can talk. And I will keep up our please stand by. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Bless you.
Answer.
What's that?
You said question, right?
No, I said bless you.
Oh,
You sneezed.
yeah. Thank you.
You're twisted, Neon. You're twisted.
And as far as feeling violated, I mean, what's in my name? I mean, it's violent, but yeah, it's close enough.
You say so.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't work, Cap, because dogs like to eat their barf. They'll yarf and then eat it and then yarf again. And all that peanut butter.
You wouldn't see a cat do that.
Yep,
No, because the dog's eating the cat's barf.
that's true.
Time the cat's thinking stupid canine.
That's damn sure.
I wonder if peanut butter in that regard leads to dogs having hairballs. Like a cat. That's more than that's closer to what it is, Australia's. But I'm not in Cyberpunk, I've fallen into the wasteland, so if you do want to see there is the VOD of Cybernation Goes Nomad, where several of us came from.
Again, someday soon be together.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay. I was trying to clear my mind of all of these horrible things, only to be continuously confronted by more of them.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. Alright, so folks, we are going to be back in just a moment, waiting on a couple of my players to return. And we are good. Looks like somebody was fixing their makeup and getting some snackies. Alright, OBS.
Gotta have perfect makeup, you know.
Yeah. Right. So we are back, folks, from our break. Our players have made quite a bit of progress, and then accidentally got stuck in the trunk of a car because one of our players is literally making me nauseous right now. Excuse me, and so I have vomit burps at the moment, which is always fun. Um, so yeah, acid rain starts pouring down from the sky. Now, I've never rolled this before. It is one of the more rare weather effects, but you are now all in the middle of a heavy downpour of acid rain. It is 2 plus an effect, persistent poison damage, until inside adequate shelter, and it requires a DB1 intelligence medicine check. So the lot of you are outside as the ash stops falling. You start to hear the raindrops come in, and a heavy downpour of this acid rain starts coating everything around you.
Ow, 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 run.
Yeah, so what I need my players to do right now, Camacho, as well as Xiao and Murphy, the three of you, are going to be taking 3 damage, and you are all now poisoned.
Ugh.
That's not good.
The problem is that, as I mentioned earlier, where you are at is literally in the middle of the mountains. There are no houses, you have seen no structures, you've literally run across a grand total of 1 vehicle on this road throughout all of this. So what
Or
the
cave?
heck are you guys going to do?
Catch us next week, ladies and gentlemen, where the entire party is pretty much dead except for Murphy. Except for Minsky.
I'm already working on my backup.
Immediately start looking for shelter, like a cover. Well, we're in the mountains, so is there like maybe a cavern or something?
Go ahead.
Perception check?
Minsky shudders.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Now, the problem is that during heavy acid rain, all survival tests have a +2 difficulty, so this is going to be perception survival DV3.
And I would like to use an AP and it's perception survival.
Perception survival.
What is your perception survival?
Uh-huh.
Because I have an 11 total with a tag.
Oh, then you and yeah. I will not use an AP. I'll make the roll, but you also make the roll and use the AP.
Would the flashlight help?
Not in a heavy downpour, no.
All right, just checking. Then let's do.
So perceptions. So can I, instead of making 2 separate rolls, can I try to assist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I think all the -2s are mine.
Yep.
All right. Tagged. All right, I got 2 of the successes.
2 out of 3 successes with a critical success.
And mine is also a tag. I'm going to spend a luck to reroll.
Okay. It's not going to cut it.
Crit failure. We get a flash flood.
Don't do that.
Can I assist as well?
It is 1 assistance unless it was a party test. It's not a party test.
Oh, crap.
You can retroactively use the 2 -2s that we have in chat from Stink Palm and make that a success.
Then yes.
Right. Thank you, Stink Palm, for your -2s. So that becomes a success from an 8 down to a 6. We have Xiao and Murphy desperately trying to find any kind of shelter as the lot of you start getting drenched in this acid rain. And you're able to see what looks to be kind of an outcropping, possibly a cave, a little bit further off of the road. It seems like it was at one point a drainage, like one of those drainage pipes that comes out of the sides of the highways up in the mountains. Do you guys want to enter?
Yes.
Yep.
And Minsky, would you be able to pick Camacho up so she could get into if it's not something that her wheelchair will get into?
Yeah, that was going to be the issue that was going to be present here is the fact that on the side of the roads, remember, they have those wide gaps. So getting across that with a wheelchair would not be possible. So somebody will have to assist Camacho.
I got 7 strength. I strong. I used to help the family. I had to put them back in the house.
You're more than welcome to.
I can only hold 50 at a time.
Yep. So
I'm not very strong.
yeah, Minsky would be unable to pick Camacho up.
Okay.
What is this going to be, like a strength athletics?
Yes, strength athletics check.
Let's go ahead and burn the last AP.
All right.
I don't want to leave Camacho out there. Try to do.
All right, and it was DB2. That is a success. You're able to pick up Camacho, and a lot of you run into this drainage pipe here in Taiwan. Like you guys have seen before, like the underground like water pipes in the U.S. and stuff. They're made out of cement and concrete. Here in Taiwan, they actually build them out of steel and PVC. It's actually kind of cool, and they're all over the sides of mountains to make sure that we don't get flash floods. So a lot of you run into this area, and you are now protected from the outside rain. The problem is that this is persistent poison damage, and so it is going to be 1 additional damage per round until this poison is quote-unquote cured by a medicine intelligence check, which would most likely be Minsky. So Minsky, who do you want to treat first?
Do Camacho first.
Yeah.
All right, so while treating Camacho, Xiao
Treat myself?
and Murphy, you are unable to treat yourself for those. So Xiao and Murphy, the two of you, take an additional point of damage while Minsky is taking care of Camacho.
So it's just intelligence medicine?
Intelligence medicine, yes. DB1.
Before Xiao takes the minus, can I try to, while Minsky is working on Camacho, can I try to work on Xiao?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I don't know if I'll be any luck, but I'd rather give it a shot instead of just waiting.
Okay. So both of you are successful in that, and Minsky is super insanely successful. Do you want a positive or do you want AP?
I'll take some AP.
Alright, so it's 2 AP back for the party. Alright, and so now Camacho and Xiao, both of you are cured of the persistent poison damage. Murphy, you take 1 additional damage at the end of the round. And Minsky, you now have a chance to treat Murphy.
All right.
Excuse me, I'm still getting my vomit burps thanks to a certain somebody here.
You're still getting verps?
Yep. Alright, and that is a critical success. Do you want a positive or do you want another AP?
Positive.
Alright. So the positive for that is that you're able to avoid Murphy taking that second round of the persistent poison damage. So you can add 1 HP onto your health, Murphy.
Thank you.
You're able to quickly move from Camacho over to Murphy and get it done in a snap. So the lot of you are pretty much taken care of at this point. The acid rain outside is pouring. And you can see that this drainage canal thing that you're in the side of the mountain, there is this acid rain that is coming down and coming out of that pipe and going out into the road outside. But the pipe continues further into the mountain. If you guys want to try and traverse into this pipe itself, or you can wait out the storm. What do you want to do?
I think we should wait out the storm because we don't want to travel too far from Camacho's wheelchair because somebody would come along and take it, and I think we don't want to abandon that. But while we're in here, while this is going on, if I would be more than willing to go on some deep dive event to see if I could scavenge anything in this hole. See if there's anything in here.
You're always too willing to just go straight into whatever hole you find.
You're damn right.
I think that's Murphy's modus operandi. But all right, you can try exploring further down this drainage.
Wouldn't you potentially get acid damage from going in there?
Well, you guys are in shelter, so it's not actively coming down on you. It is draining out of the pipe, so it would just be down the center. It wouldn't be like
So I could walk
all
on the
right.
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just making sure, because if that was a problem, then Minsky could go in there and he doesn't take acid damage. I don't.
Yeah, if that was the case, I would have not.
And Murphy, do you have any source of light?
No.
Right. As you look down into this this pipe, it is pitch black. You are unable to see.
Well, before does anybody have any light or anything?
Sure.
Do you want to, Camacho and Minsky? Would you be okay with both of you if Xiao and I went to explore to see if we could scrounge anything up while this is going on?
Not going anywhere I'm not going anywhere without my chair.
Right. I'm not wanting. I was asking if you are okay if Xiao and I went a little further to investigate in this pipe while this is going on, and we're not going to go far, so we'll still be within earshot, and we'll come back if necessary.
Get yourself out.
Yeah, go for it. I've kind of had enough of deep, dark caves.
Fair. Okay. Xiao?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Right. So I would like the both of you to give me a perception survival check as you start delving into this piping. The DB is going to be, since you have a source of light, DB is going to be a 2 instead of a 3. Right. And Camacho and Minsky, what are you doing as the two of them start exploring further down into this this drainage pipe?
Is Camacho injured at all, or like hurt?
Well,
HP wise?
yeah, they did take some damage. Would have been 3 HP loss.
Yeah, I might as well just be tending to that.
All right, go ahead and roll me a intelligence medicine check.
I'm going to re-roll one of my dice.
I think I will too.
Raven, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, sorry, your camera is totally blacked out. I didn't know if you're still there or not. So Minsky starts to treat you, and he's able to pretty much help you with the acid burns that you received from the acid rain outside, so your HP is recovered. And is there anything that you are doing while he's taking care of that? Is there anything that you want to do while you are waiting? Because they are going down into the piping.
Light up a cigar and smoke.
Okay.
That's a better plan than ours.
Oh yeah, you got that from was that Val or Gianyu like sessions ago?
No, I had little cigarillos also.
Okay. Do you have a lighter, or are you going to light it on Minsky's little jet fuel?
No, I have a flip lighter.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you break out a cigarillo, and you sit there and just kind of relax. What are you doing?
And about the only thing I can do is just sit there and smoke.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you take a chill pill and enjoy your cigarillo as our two intrepid survivors attempt to go further into this drainage pipe, splitting our party into two, which is always a wonderful idea in the middle of an acid rain downpour. So the two of you continue down this pipe for what seems to be quite some time. You're seeing inside this pipe that there are small holes that are drilled into the outside. It drains in, comes down the walls, and then floods out to avoid having flash floods up in the mountains. And you're seeing that it's large enough for people to literally walk through. It's a very big drainage. As you are going down, you don't find anything inside of here. It's all been washed away as time has gone along, and nothing can really kind of go through the soil because it all goes into the dirt from above. Yes.
You did say it was difficulty 2, and we both re-rolled 1 and got 2 successes each.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying. You're able to see this. Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So you're able to see that there's pretty much nothing in here except for the water as it drains and drains and drains. Now, one of the two of you, I would like you to roll a luck survival. So one of the two of you, please pick.
I'm luck 7, survival 3.
I got a luck 5, survival 4.
I think I'm just a little bit better.
Murphy, yep. So go ahead and roll. It's going to be a BB1.
Luck survival. Wow.
Nope. Did you want to re-roll or no?
I'll re-roll one of them.
Okay.
There we go.
Right, that is a success. So this was trying to figure out what exactly would be happening in this piping. Whether or not you would run into an end, or as you two find out as you are continuing along, you've been going at an incline this entire time, and now it seems that you have hit a point where there is a decline. It seems to be going down in another direction as you guys are walking, or not guys, because one of you is girl. As the two of you are walking along this piping, you're able to see from the flashlight that the water is now going in the opposite direction. It's going in front of you instead of behind you.
At this point, we haven't really found anything. It's curious that this has split. We could keep going, but I don't want to split. I don't want to leave our friends. I think we should head back.
Yeah, I agree. Let's. I don't want to slide down that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's carefully head back.
Okay. So you head back and you see that Camacho is finishing up her cigar. The two of you have been gone for probably about 15-20 minutes. Murphy's still, sorry, not Murphy. Minsky is floating there, and it seems as if he had taken care of Camacho. Camacho does not look injured at all, and even seems to be mostly dry at this point.
Cool. So we about half of the time we were gone, we were heading up, and then we got to a point where it shifted and the water started going the other direction, so there may be an outlet on the other side. However, at that point we decided to come back because we didn't want to leave you two, and it's not like we can go there. Like, it's Camacho can't go there, and we don't want to leave anybody behind, so we came back. But if somebody else, we may, if we were trapped here for a little while, Xiao, since you have the light, you may want to keep an eye down that way of the tunnel so that nobody can sneak up on us. Because somebody else may be doing exactly what we're doing, just on the other side. You're mute.
Yeah, I can watch over there.
Okay.
That was really boring. We need to do something.
Right. So the rain has continued outside. It's about noon now, and the rain continues to come down outside. What I need all of you to do, please, is increase your hunger and your thirst by 1. And because the 3 of you got a full night of sleep, you can also reduce your fatigue. Because I saw some of you still have fatigue. So what do we want to do?
I think all we really can do is wait out this rain. I'm not going out in that rain. I don't think anybody else should either, and we can't exactly go explore the rest of this tributary. So, yeah, I say we camp out for a little bit.
If anyone needs some patching up from the rain, I can take care of that.
I wouldn't mind, but Xiaoyu first.
I could use some too. Yeah.
All right. Well, you've got more than enough time to make those medicine checks. Go ahead and roll intelligence medicine for each of them, because the rain continues on for the next 4 hours. We got a critical success and a critical failure.
Spend a luck there.
Okay. And then 1 success, which would heal up Murphy. So Murphy, you're at full HP, and let's find out what happens for Zhao. Another critical success. So you have a chance to get 2 positives, or you can get 2 AP. What would you like? Or 1 AP, 1 positive, whatever.
Trying to see how much AP
we have 2 AP as a group.
Alright, I'll do 1 positive and 1 AP.
Okay. So 1 AP on there, and 1 positive is that instead of the rain going for 4 hours, it now only goes for 2 hours. So it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the rain itself finally begins to subside outside. The acid rain seems to finish its descent from the sky, and is now being replaced by, drum roll for a new weather,
Radiation storm.
Basic thunderstorm. So the guys just seem to be getting rain. I mean, it is Asia, and we're also in the rainy season right now, so it makes sense. So yeah, thunder and lightning explode as heavy rain falls from the sky, but the rain itself no longer seems to be tinged green. It seems to be standard rain. If you go outside, all ranged and survival tests, as well as all agility checks, will have a +2 difficulty.
Okay, let's be slow and cautious, but I think we're probably okay to proceed.
Can we collect this water?
You can collect this water, yes.
Ooh, let's get some water boiling in Minsky while we go.
I don't have any empty water bottles. Does anybody?
I do.
I have 2 bottles.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get them squared away. If you're okay with that, Minsky.
Tip my port to the sky.
Yeah. Well, no, because like in my own headcanon, what it seems to be like is you've seen like Back to the Future. You know how he is the thing on the back, the Mr. Atom, and he pops open that top. He puts the stuff in. I literally imagine that there's like this little port on top of your head that you always just keep your hat on, and then you just pop it open to get the water in there.
Yep. Yes. Lovely.
So yeah, you can take your hat off and just open up the port and filter the water and piss it out as you guys are going.
Even better.
What kind of storm is this again?
This is a thunderstorm.
Okay.
So it would be dirty water that's going in. So
Purified
he
water
could
coming
take.
out. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And how many bottles do you guys have?
3.
Got 2.
So 3.
I've
4,
got 1.
5.
He's got 2.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I've got 1, and she's got 2.
Minsky, do you have any bottles on you?
No.
And Murphy, none.
I have some, but they are currently okay.
All right. They better not be peanut butter jars.
They may have been at one point, but they're water bottles now.
All right. So as a lot of you, do you go outside into the thunderstorm as the tint changes from green to just gray?
Of course.
Yep.
Boring here.
So you guys go out into the thunderstorm, and Minsky opens up, takes off his little top hat, opens up his top port, and you can see that the water coming in is now very slowly dripping out of his bottom port, and over the course of time, as you guys are traveling through this rain, it is collecting in him, and you're able to fill all 3 of those water bottles with purified water. Now what I need all of you to do, please, is give me a perception survival check. As you are heading down this road, trying to keep on track. Alright, so it seems as if Shao's got a success. Murphy, you've got 3 successes. Do you want to use your crit success to help out Camacho and Minsky?
I do.
Alright, so a lot of you are able to make a decent amount of progress as you continue making your way pretty much kind of up this side of this mountain, and finally you start to hit a descent point. So I need all of you to give me a instead of perception survival, this is going to be endurance survival, because you are now officially heading downhill on a slippery, unmaintained road. Oh yeah, and Minsky doesn't have to. Shao, do you want to use that success to help out Murphy?
Yeah, I'd like to help out Murphy.
Right.
Catch him as he slips down or something.
Yeah. So you guys continue making some very, very wonderful progress, and what seems to be quite interesting is as we do have a player here who is unworried and unconcerned and unburdened by these survival tests. They're able to kind of keep their eyes out in their surroundings, and what Minsky notices, is that right on the side of the road you can see the opening of another one of these big drainage pipes. And it seems as if this is the opposite end of the pipe that you guys had entered. So you can see that on our map here is that it would have been a shortcut through and would have required 0 checks.
All right.
But we're smart. We played in the rain.
Try that again?
That Camacho would not have been able to make.
Camacho could have made it as a meta piece of information. If Minsky had went outside to go grab the wheelchair, he could have brought it in, and you guys could have taken the pipe.
Huh.
So, meta info from your GM. There you go. So a lot of you are finally starting to head down. You're starting to go down, descending from the side of the mountain, and you can see the rain is still making its way down from the sky. It is about it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's starting to approach the end of the day. you guys have spent quite a bit of time simply just traveling and making your way through, trying to be cautious. And what you are finally able to see now is you're able to see the view ahead of you as the rain starts to slowly dissipate. And you can see the remnants of the town of Shuili in the distance.
I think that we should probably find a place to hole up for the night. I don't think it would be in our best interest to get to Shuili at sundown or in the evening, where I think it'd be better if we got there in the morning during the day as opposed to overnight. I
How
think
long would
that'll.
it take us to get over there?
It would take you an additional, from your experience, because you actually came up this route. Coming up the road, going up mountain always seems to take much longer. Going down mountain trails are much faster. You think that this would take about 2 hours.
We could head on for like another hour or something if we have sunlight.
Oh yeah, no, we could definitely get closer. I was just saying that between now and before actually getting to Shuili, we should see if we can find a decent place to stay instead of having to set up a little shanty hovel or something. If that's all there is, so be it. But I think that we should look for a little bit safer, nicer place than maybe find better resources. Um, but
That sounds good to me. They also like to make you pay if you want to sleep somewhere in the town.
yeah. I'd probably be pretty good about negotiating that, but I'd rather not have to negotiate that. I think I'd rather negotiate other things in our favor.
All right. Well, let's keep an eye out for something.
Hey, Minsky, you don't have to keep siphoning water. We filled up the bottles.
It's just kind of fun.
Are you
Oh, okay. You just like dripping a little?
are you okay,
Just
John?
Yeah, just a little nosebleed.
Okay.
Told you I'm sick. It's very dry in this apartment.
All right. I'm gonna make a GM call. I'm gonna say for you guys, you continue going on for about 1 more hour down this trail. You're about an hour out from the main town, and you find what looks to be. Let me zoom in on here. What is this? I believe this is a school bus stop. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There we go.
Is there anybody with an umbrella?
I'm gonna drop this into our Discord chat so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Doop, doop. All right. So you guys are able to see finally now that this is a little scenic stop, little bus stop where in the past it may have been a park. It's completely abandoned. You can see that the acid rain had killed off most of the plants that were there. There are really no animals in this area. You do not hear the insects. You do not hear the birds. But you can see what is known as the Sun Moon Lake National Scenic Area. You have finally made it out of the mountains, and you have a view of Shuili in the distance.
Are there any umbrellas?
I don't think any of you have umbrellas, but you do still have the makeshift shelter, and you have extra scrap.
And there's no umbrellas here though.
No.
At this bus stop. Okay.
If you take a look at what I sent to you in the chat, it's literally just like an open space. It was a park back in the day.
Very
But
cool.
We
Yeah,
call
no,
these
sorry.
Yeah, we call these bus stops or trail stops because there's actually a little space on the side of the road where you're legally allowed to stop, get off your vehicle, stretch your legs, whatever.
I apologize. I'm just because
Oh, no, you're fine.
bus stop one day she's there. I say, please share my umbrella.
Again, you have me lost. I am so confused.
Very old, like 60s song.
Gotcha. And I'm gonna pop up a view for our audience here real quick. So this is the Sun Moon Lake scenic overview rest stop. This is where they're able to make their little stop at, and it was much more beautiful back in the day. But the little area, you can see that there are stains on the concrete. All of the plants are dead. It's just dead ground underneath your feet. But it is now about 5 o'clock in the evening, and it is starting to get dark. So do you want to set up here for the night?
Yes.
I mean, if the rain comes back, we could have a problem.
That is true.
All right.
I don't know. The weather around here seems kind of random sometimes.
How far out from where we need to go are we?
You're approximately 1 hour following the road down. And for those of you who are watching on Twitch or on YouTube, you can see I'm kind of giving you that Google Maps view right now. Behind those trees is actually a view of Shui. Those trees would not be there in the Fallout Wasteland, and so, yeah, they have a view of the town in the distance as the sun is setting.
I think we can travel 1 more hour.
You think so?
We have some sort of light, right?
Yeah, you've got the setting sun. It's evening, so
No, I meant what's her name's flashlight?
oh,
Yeah,
Shadow's
flashlight.
flashlight.
Yeah, Xiao's flashlight.
Again, I don't think we want to get all the way up on Shui Li until tomorrow. I think it might be in our best interest to find a little bit better place than this, where maybe there's more indoor stuff, so we don't have to set up our lean-to. But again, I don't want to get too close yet.
I think it's kind of one of those piss or get off the pot kind of things.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? Keep moving or stay there?
I lean towards keep moving because, I mean,
Okay.
I felt a little burnt after the rain earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Again,
So I will send you guys the next location over here on our Discord. Again, you can check on there. It'll be a Google Maps view. As the lot of you actually are very, very lucky to have listened to Camacho's suggestion and advice. You get a little bit further down and you find what seems to be a small abandoned water station. There is a broken down water container that is in view, and right behind it is what looks to be a closed off maintenance shack. The doors and windows are still intact, and it looks as if it has a roof.
good call, Camacho. I'd say let's hole up here. Let's make sure it's cleared out. Let's make sure it's safe. Maybe find some stuff to scrounge. But yeah, I think this is safe and it's far enough away that they're not going to be suspicious of who are those people coming into our town at night.
Yeah, this sounds good.
Sorry, the song is called Bus Stop. It's by the Holly. Oh, always with your music references. But yeah, we've got this little stop that you guys are able to go to. I've got the view up on Twitch and I've got it up on Discord dropped in. You can attempt to get into the building, but as you walk up to the building itself, you can see that the a better view? Oh my god, I can get a better view. That is wonderful. Oh my god, Google Maps, you are so helpful. Thank you. I hate you, Google, but Google Maps is my best friend here in Taiwan. You can see that all of the windows and the door themselves are barred. so they have steel bars on them. And it would require you to lockpick, or you would have to successfully break through the steel bars. What would you like to do?
Well, do you want Xiao? Do you want to give your lockpicking skills a try on this door, or do you want me to penetrate it again with my stiletto?
Given that choice, I'll pick the lock.
Okay.
Right. This is where I get
Come on,
to
Joe,
break
can I have
out
another?
your best friend. D4.
I hand you all 13.
Are you gonna give them all to me?
Yeah.
I think
'Cause I don't have lockpick skill.
I think you're going to
You
need it,
just got all the lock.
because as you walk up to it, it seems as if this was a government-owned, and it has a pretty solid lock on it. It is a DV4 lockpick.
I think I'm gonna need to burn all the AP. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
By any chance, are there any -2s?
Let me check. No, we do not have any -2s in chat, and the last ones were from you. They're all gone.
Oh.
That is terrible.
Oh.
So
Let's burn all my luck, I guess.
all right. Okay, go ahead and burn your luck, because otherwise you've broken that lock. Oh, yeah. So you attempt to get this open with a lockpick, and you break the lock itself. You've got a critical failure there of a 20. And it seems as if Camacho has another idea as you break the lock. Camacho, what are you doing?
Got my ripper and starts freaking I'm slashing at the door.
All right, so you take your ripper and you start slashing at the door, and you can see that the steel teeth of the ripper are grinding against the steel door itself. It's doing very, very little damage, and Murphy comes up and attempts to do the same with his knuckles and is able to leave a small dent on the door, but not much seems to be done.
Let me try something.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
And,
back up and let Minsky give it a try.
I'll
In the
take
same
turns.
spot that they went at, he fires his laser emitter.
So Shao is also taking the shovel at the door and smacking into it. Murphy punches it again. You guys are continuing to dent the door, but it doesn't seem to be breaking through. And you said you want to use a laser emitter. So just going ham on this fucking door.
We want in.
Damn door, you fucking little bobby pin!
Murphy? Sorry, not Murphy,
Minsky?
Minsky. There we go. Minsky also fires his laser emitter, and where Minsky seems to fire, because it is a modified laser emitter, this your critical causes burning damage, right?
Burning and piercing, I believe.
You are still having a nosebleed, so I am very hesitant to ask you anything too difficult.
It's incendiary 1 and piercing 1.
Okay, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So Minsky's laser emitter seems to actually put a small hole into the front of the door itself, and the lot of you, Murphy's going after it again. You try punching that hole larger. Camacho jams the ripper into there, and the hole is getting larger and larger. And Murphy was, oh my god, okay guys, you can stop hitting the fucking door. You guys have just been bashing on this door like it is nobody's business, because it is a stationary object, and all of you are just taking advantage of that fact. And it seems as if it does not seem to be the hole that gives way. It is the actual joints on the freaking doors. The door just smashes down from all of the insane beating that the lot of you are giving it. including Minsky going after it with his cane. Tink, tink, tink. So yeah, this door smashes down, and the lot of you can see inside of it. On the inside, as the door smashes into the ground, a puff of whatchamacallit, a puff of dust gets released up into the air, and it seems as if it has been untouched and unused for quite some time. Sitting inside of this small shack, you can see that there is one bed, there is a desk with a computer on it that still seems to have power. You can see that there is a reading lamp and a set of filing cabinets, as well as a small bathroom area that has a pullback curtain for it.
I'd like to scrounge and see what all I could find in here.
Right. Scrounging in this area is going to be a DB2.
Okay. And is that survival endurance?
Survival perception.
Survival perception, okay.
I'll scrounge as well.
Guys went fucking ham on that poor goddamn door.
Where there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah. Causing, like, almost 60 damage to a steel door. Alright, so Minsky's successful, Camacho has double crit success, Murphy has a crit success.
And I'm spending luck to reroll the 1.
You mean the 10?
The failed. The 1 die.
Oh, okay. That, then we'll jump into this. Alright.
Okay.
Minsky heads in first, seeing as they were the last one to give it the good whack with the cane and smash the door down. And Minsky, what I need you to do is please roll me 1d. Hold on, let me go back to my location on here. Go ahead and give me a 1, 2, 3. 1d10. All right. So that is an other. So our other is. Oh wow, you are very lucky. Okay. You find. What? No, that wouldn't even work. There we go. That's better. Holy shit. You come into the room, and immediately next to the door you can see that somebody who had been here before was clearly breaking the law of Taiwan, and they were stockpiling some ammunition. You find 50 rounds of 5mm ammo. You got the maximum possible amount. And that's a rarity 3 find as well, so congratulations on that. Alright, next up is Camacho. That's double critical success, so you're going to be able to give me 2d10. A 6 and a 6. Right, so that's going to be 1, 2. Alright, you're able to head on over to... as you wheel yourself into the room, you're able to head on over to what looks to be a small mini fridge that's over by the desk. And inside, you find 1 can of instant coffee. So it's a can of coffee. We actually sell that here. It's literally called Mr. Coffee, and it's not too bad. It's pretty tasty. And you also find a second can of instant coffee. So you find 2 cans of instant coffee. This person was not only hoarding up ammunition in obscene amounts, but they were also trying to keep themselves caffeinated through a very, very boring job. Murphy, you got your success on there, so go ahead and roll me 1d10. That's going to be wow. So you find sitting over on the desk. Not only was this person severely addicted to caffeine, but they were also probably addicted to something else because you find 1 dose of Addictol.
Phrasing.
Hmm?
Phrasing. Addictol.
We are all a little bit confused, but okay. Anybody in the audience want to try and explain that? Chat for breath. Minsky taps it with his cane and it falls. Yes. Oh, Addictol. No, Addictol. 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 Oh my God! Get your mind out of the gutter, man.
See, I can't
Addictol.
because that's see, people are like, oh, your mind's in the gutter. No, my mind's a slumlord that sells property in the gutter.
Oh, no wonder you went as far as you could down the tube. Got it. That's where you live.
Yeah.
And then Shao, you come in, and it seems as if pretty much everything else has been grabbed up. You can't really find much of anything of use inside this small station. But you guys are now in there. You have shelter. The walls seem to still be standing up. The windows themselves are barred, and you can see that there is another door on the back side of the building next to the little pull-off shower curtain area, and the door seems to be an unlocked door that heads outside.
Minsky starts beating it.
You start beating the door. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Goddamn door showing us up.
I am going to prop the other door back in its frame.
All right, so Minsky whacks at it with his cane pretty hard, and scratches the door itself. As he scratches it, that's when they find out that it was open and ajar, and just kind of swings open a little bit. And Murphy, go ahead and roll me a intelligence repair to prop the door back up without having it fall over, because you guys fucked that thing up. It is bent and misshapen. It's going to be a DB3. You are unable to get the thing propped back up. You try to put the door up, and it literally just falls right back over.
I tried.
So this is where we're going to be ending everything up for our session. Does anybody else want to try and repair the door, or is it going to be ajar for the night?
I'll give it a shot.
I'll assist.
Okay. Minsky, after beating the back door, you realize the front door still needs to be closed.
But while they're putting that up, I'll go lock the back door.
Okay.
Do we have any -2s?
Yes, we have one from Shinobi. Thank you, Shinobi.
Thank you.
All right, snatch one of those.
So you could apply it to the 2 there and give yourself a critical success.
I'll do that, and then I think I'll use a luck to re-roll that 19.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're camping in for the night, so.
Yep, and it's a DB2, so that's in the crit fail range.
I use the
Camacho.
luck to reroll mine.
Okay. I was going to say, Camacho, you might want to do the same.
I don't want to have to be picking that door up off of you guys.
So Minsky has a 3.
And Camacho got a 18, which is outside of the critical fail range. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're able to you use the -2 to get the crit success on the first dice. Your second dice you re-rolled was a success. You're able to get it propped up. Camacho's trying to help from where she's at, and the two of you seem to get the door propped back up and kind of push it back into the door frame itself so it doesn't fall back out. And Camacho thinks of the wise idea to kind of pull something up and prop it so that it doesn't fall backwards like it did on Murphy. And you guys now have this small room. There is one bed, one desk with a computer, a old broken fridge that had the instant coffee in it. There is a small curtained-off shower area and a bunch of very disgustingly stained, barely see-through windows that are all barred off. And your front door is now blocked closed, and your back door is now locked. And that's where we're going to end off our session, as a lot of you hunker in for the night and start making yourself comfortable. There's a bit of a small claustrophobic space. Again, I'll pop the visual of that back up for our viewers. It's a bit of a small claustrophobic space, but it is a space nonetheless.
Dibs on the bed.
And as the resident teen, I'm going to go take the bathroom and not give it up to anybody ever.
Okay.
Well, as far as the bed goes, I think since Xiao is of small stature, both you and Xiao could share the bed, and I'll just take my sleeping bag on the floor.
That's fine.
I mean, if Camacho says they're taking the bed, I'm not going to argue with them. They do like stabbing in the night.
No. I think you'll be okay.
Murphy's gonna wake up in the morning with a dog collar around his neck.
No king shaming.
We just took the tip.
No king shaming.
Okay. Now, I don't mind sharing the bed.
All right. So we're going to end off our session on here, folks, as a lot of you start hunkering down for the night. I'm going to switch on over to our player names on here with our final little visual here of where you all are staying. And I'm going to start dropping our links into the Discord. So let's do our outros. Violent Neon, go ahead and start us off.
Hey everyone, I'm Violent Neon. I have been the one who found the dick doll tonight, and when I'm not here, you can find me on Cybernation Uncensored's Discord as Violent Neon.
Tracy.
Hi everybody, I'm Tracy, or SteakPalm 007. I have been playing Xiao, the resident teen ghoul, with my awesome costume and my knife, and, even the occasional kitty tail flicks. And you can catch me on Twitter, SteakPalm 007, or on the Discord, or whatnot. And if you check out my link tree, you can get my diary. I put up some backstory as well as our recap. And the recap is better in written form because it comes with little kitty emojis.
All right, thank you. John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I played your sopping wet Nurse Handybot Minsky tonight. You can find me over on the Discord as Johnny Drop. You can find me here every Friday. Other Sandman 3096 in the chat. And I promise coming soon to a SoundCloud near you at Arkson will be new music.
Okay.
Woo! And not only the soppy wet, but also sticky.
Yeah. I was trying to keep it short.
All right, Raven.
I'm Raven. The pleasure of playing Camacho. You're very handy capable and rage-filled merc survivor. I showed that door who was boss. You can catch me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. Catch me here tomorrow for GM Rob Mulligan's a Cyberpunk Red Team Nevermore. It's going to be an interesting stream again. I'm still working on my High Riders campaign, and I'll be jumping into it fairly soon. So be on the lookout. They're coming. Thank you.
Thank you. Folks, I've been overseer, GM, Capricious Nature. I've got all of our links posted up in the chat. Please check out cybernationuncensored.com for all of our wonderful supplements. You can find our Fallout Asia supplement there, and hopefully very soon, I know I keep saying this, but everything keeps changing at my job, I will be updating and adding in some more stuff, so that should be coming in soon. You can find the Perchance generators linked over on Reddit. You can find my Linktree links there as well that go literally everywhere, including a new pack that I recently released and I finally get to announce for our Pride Month. I made a set of flags to represent all the different communities within the LGBTQ plus community, and they are formatted for Discord and Twitch, so you can use them as emotes and emojis on both. They've already been pre-formatted and pre-named, so you can download it and quickly drag and drop. Additionally, you can find me next week, not this week, next week over on 2D20 Fallout Pacific Northwest. And we are going to be GM'd by Darren Drader, the amazing author of The Reign of Discordia. His Reign of Discordia 2nd edition Kickstarter has now been fully funded. So big congrats to you, Darren. Good job. It's also received double funding, and he is now pushing towards his second Kickstarter stretch goal, which should be a bunch of new art that they're going to be commissioning and bringing in. So go ahead and check that out. And our music has been provided by Base Ape Records during our pause and our opening sounds. Thank you everybody for tuning on in to Fallout Asia. I'm still thinking about the Nomads game. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the Fallout Asia here on Cybernation Uncensored. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend. And my last shout out goes to my graduates. I had all of my grade 12 students graduate this last week. Congratulations to all of you guys and gals. I love the shit out of all of you. If you ever watch this, proud of you guys. Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, have a wonderful weekend. See you tomorrow for Team Nevermore, and next week for Fallout Asia. Bye.
Hey.
Cybernation Uncensored.